Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. This is our deep dive discography, where we're going through each studio album and we will rank them and highlight any notable releases you see below. Today's artist is the Foo Fighters. This is our third in the series, and we're going to be talking about There Is Nothing Left to Lose. And this is, we're in 2024 now. I'd like to start this year off right. I'm trying to be more positive this year. So,
already building the drama. Already building it.
With that out the way,
Amazing.
I'm Jason, and we have Tim.
Hi.
And Colquitt.
And guess where this is going? Because I've got an idea.
So
let's do this.
There's nothing left to lose.
1999.
Yes, this came out on November 2nd, 1999. I worked at a CD store, and I basically got my paycheck and gave like 80% of it back to the store because 3 albums came out on the same day. This one, Rage Against the Machine's Battle of Los Angeles, and the Counting Crows' This Desert Life. Counting Crows won the Who Is Going in My CD Player the Most award during that November, and Rage Against the Machine was the runner-up. So I didn't really give this one much of a chance at the time. It was never one of my favorites, but over time it's grown on me a lot. And we did a Patreon video for like our favorite music documentaries, and Tim brought the Foo Fighters, I don't remember the name of it.
Back and Forth.
And watching the recording process of how they, the whole sessions of this was really neat and gave me a better appreciation for the record. So, I also saw them on this tour with the Chili Peppers, and they blew the Chili Peppers out of the fucking water.
Shock.
Well, I'm going to talk about the Awe because I love this record. I very much love it. I think it might be my favorite Foo Fighters record. And I know you guys are going to disagree to some level. So I'm going to go ahead and just have a glow about how much I love it. It opens with the sickest bass tone ever. Like, Stacked Actors is just a badass song. I love that song. It's the best opener, I think, of any Foo Fighters records that I've listened to so far. I just think it's fire as hell. I love how it's just kind of saturated in reverb, and it's got like a very spacey kind of vibe to it, which I like records I like space rock shit, so I'm all about that kind of nice, fun, effects-laden environment with reverb and stuff. Like, I love the production of this record very much. I think it's awesome. Learn to Fly, I don't like that song as much, and it's always the singles because they are always so omnipresent that you get tired of them real fucking quick. Like, if it came on the radio, I'd still be cool with it, but I'd be like,
Same
awesome.
issue I had with Big Me.
Be awesome if they were playing Generator or Aurora or Live in Skin or really any other song from this fucking record would be awesome in comparison to hearing Learn to Fly ever again. Honestly, like, it's a great song. But honestly, take it off this record and I'd love it more, sadly. Like, I don't know, man. I think Gimme Stitches kicks ass. I think Next Year is a really pretty song, and I really enjoy it very much. I feel like the melodies on this record also kind of are more memorable to me, and I know that could be subjective as all hell, but like the songs on here, like, dude, Generator is so good, Aurora is so good. Like that whole middle, from front to beginning, like to the middle, like it's the best. I feel like Ain't It the Life kind of bothers me a little bit. I don't like it that much, but everything else is so good and I love it. And I haven't heard for Fraternity apparently, so I need to go check that out. I think the album cover is iconic. I feel like that double F on the back of Bad Haircut Dave is awesome. That he could have got a fade. But yeah, man, like I just think this is their best period to me. I don't know, man. I mean, granted, I haven't touched the modern period at all, but from my experience, this was my favorite Foo Fighters record. I listen to it all the time. I listen to it more than Battle of Los Angeles, actually, a lot more actually, and I regret that now. But I do love this record.
Yeah, I definitely listen to Battle of Los Angeles more. This would have been when I first got off the Foo Fighter train. This is an album I've actually never owned a copy of in any format. I do have the the Learn to Fly single and the Generator single. I did buy those just because I like singles. Fraternity is on the Generator single, and Fraternity is great. As is Generator. Learn to Fly has their cover of Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd with Taylor singing. Is it as good as the Primus cover? I don't think so.
I would instantly say yes.
But it's a really good cover. But overall, I mean, I've listened to this album a couple times over the years, including recently, prepping for this. And it is the one album they recorded as a 3-piece. Well, I mean, not counting the first album, and really the second album they recorded as a 3-piece. But officially, there's only 3 people in the band during the recording of this, and I don't know, just like overall, it has a very generic feel to it. Like Learn to Fly is pretty middle of the road, boring. Like as Colquitt said, you could never hear it again and be okay. And then you get to Next Year, which ramps it up even more. It's not good. I do like Aurora a lot, and I do like Stacked Actors, but the rest of this album really it got me off the train initially, and even when I get back on the train over the years and revisit this one, like, well, maybe I'll like it this time. There's something about this one that just it doesn't sit right with me, and yeah, it's just I find it kind of boring overall. Yes, there's some good songs, some great songs, but there's something about it that just it falls flat for me.
Yeah, this is when after this album is when I got off the Foo Fighter train too. So, I get it. I'm kind of the same way with this one, but I think I've warmed up to it more than Tim has. I'll give you that. Stacked Actors, up to this point in their career, is probably the best first track. I'd put it over This Is a Call and Doll.
Yeah.
That's a damn good song.
I still like This Is a Call more.
That's fair. I think there's a strong argument to be made for that one. Whereas with Doll, I don't know if there is one. There is no argument here. Right. Doll. It's a better song than Doll.
Breakout, that song just fucking flat out rocks. I still remember them playing this live. Gimme Stitches, a little bluesy, a little rocking. It's decent. Learn to Fly, they still play this fucking song to this day. It's catchy, it's poppy, but I dig it. At this point in the Foo Fighters, and you could even make an argument for The Color of the Shape, every Foo Fighters record is going to have
a Tom Petty song.
Yeah. I mean,
that's just... You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But maybe in 1999 we weren't expecting that, so it kind of hit harder.
And the Tom Petty song always has a great video.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get to the Tom Petty song coming up on a future album that's like going to be a top song contender for me. I didn't even know it was a fucking single. But Generator, not a fan of the loud wah pedal in the beginning, but after the intro, it's fine. It's okay. Especially the chorus. It's got great lyrics. Send me out on a tether, swinging around, I'll spin your noose. You let me down, I'll hang around with you till you find someone better. I mean, that's some like sad shit. Aurora, Uh, I've never really cared for this song. I know it's Taylor's favorite. I know they play it all the time. It's just never done much anything.
Hell
Living
no.
Skin, it's just there. It's not great, not bad. It's just forgettable. Next Year, I like Next Year. It's really pretty. I like it more than Learn to Fly. It's a total late '90s single. Like, that's what it is. The lyrics are great. The drumming isn't crazy, but what is there is fantastic. Um, Headwire sounds like a C tier '80s pop song. Not a fan. Probably the first Foo Fighters song I just outright did not like. It does get a little better at the better than a bullet being fired part, but not by much. Ain't It the Life? It's okay. It's got a little western thing going. The mid tempo. This has always been my issue with this album. It just kind of meanders at like mid tempo for most of the record.
Yeah.
Um, Especially the back half. Like if you start with Aurora, like down is just the same tempo.
Okay. All right. Okay. MIA though is mid tempo, but it kicks ass. At least.
Worst closing track so far in the discography. The
No,
lyrics
sir.
are great, but the song just doesn't like pack a punch. Like I will take um, Exhausted and whatever fucking Color in the Shape
Way home.
Way Home over MIA.
Wow.
Um,
Okay. All right.
yeah, it has grown on me. I don't actively, because before I'd get the Generator. After Generator, I CD
You
comes
just
out.
check out.
Yeah, the CD is out because the rest of it's just blah. But now I can listen to some of these more now. They've kind of grown on me. But I'm with Tim on the Well, you said you got off the Foo Fighter train after this one too, though, right?
When the next record came out, yeah, that was when I got off the train. I didn't. I was on the train for this one for sure. Like I remember, Nick got it first, and we carpooled to school our senior year, and that was the highlight of the morning was listening to this record. Honestly, it was great.
But it wasn't good enough where you were like, "Oh man, I can't wait for the next record," and you got One by One when it first came out.
I no, see, I heard One by One, but I think by then, albums were leaking earlier anyway, and I think I heard it on the internet just as a leak, and then I remember liking like 2 songs and then going, I don't like this very much now, and I never bought it because of that.
This one was so bad to me at the time that I had no interest in the Foo Fighters after that.
See, for me, I was kind of like, I never really listened to this band other than the self-titled, the original one. Like Color and Shape, I never owned, so I wasn't even know this was even coming. And then I heard it, and I was like, this is great. And then Learn to Fly got really big, and it burned me out on it quite a bit because Learn to Fly was such a huge song that I didn't want to listen to the record anymore because I knew I'd hear it. But like, I don't know, man. I just think it's fucking great, man. I think it's a good record. Different strokes, different folks, you know.
Yeah, I think this is where the first divide's going to come on the ranking sheet here.
For sure.
It's just going to get worse after this, I think.
It'll be a melting pot of crazy.
Everybody got their favorite Foo. Everybody got the Foo. That's the doo-doo. Oh,
That's how it goes.
So I'm assuming you both are putting this at 3.
I forgot to talk about Fraternity. Yeah, if you would have replaced Headwires with Fraternity, I think that would have helped the back album, like the back half of the record, a lot. Like that's a good B-side.
Well, all right. Before you guys put this at 3, and potentially further down the line as we go, my friend Guy wanted me to mention how awesome Probot is, and I wanted to mention how awesome Probot is too.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. It's such a good record. So with that positivity, I'm going to put it at number 1, above the self-titled and Color in the Shape. At least for now. It might get usurped by another record later.
It might.
Suspense.
Oh yeah, there's some fucking top tier Foo Fighters still to go. Like,
Is it? Yeah, I guess a little.
Yeah, there's some.
There is, for sure.
There's one record I really do like, for sure. But on my trajectory of good record, bad record, good record, this is the good record. So we'll see you with the next episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I know where this is going. He's one by one. He's gonna knock these out.
All my life, I've been waiting for something.
Well, it's times like these that we get to put those issues to the test.
Hell yeah, Aurora.
Maybe we'll wrap this up
Remember
next
Aurora.
year.
Yeah, see you next year. We did it, guys.
Does anybody have anything else to say about There's Nothing Left to Lose?
Well, as the one who likes it the most, I think it's awesome. I think some records that came out after this were influenced by it in a way, like that might not have been evident. Like I feel like Cave-In's Jupiter is equally this as much as it is like Radiohead in a way. But like it's a beautifully textured record. I don't know what the hell y'all hearing, man. I hear an awesome record. So I like it. And that's all I'll say. Because
what Tim said about the 3-piece, we laughed about it, but like the first album doesn't count because it was all Dave. The second album, yeah, it was
does
technically
it not count?
as far as being a 3-piece. It's a 1-piece.
Oh, okay, I see.
The second record was a full band, but then they, basically Dave did the drums, so they got rid of the drum. This one though, they're missing something that they're missing that other guitar, like that, the Chris Shiflett, that's coming.
Yeah, well, I just also feel that the melodies in the songs are so strong that they're not necessarily needing more guitar. But that's just my opinion on that one, I guess.
And that's what I was going to get to with the documentary, is like seeing how they actually they set out to have this sound, and I think they pulled that off perfectly. Like they accomplished what they set out to do. It's just not something I want out of my Foo Fighters record.
That's fair.
So, I guess we'll move into One by One tomorrow. Stick around for that. Be safe. Oh, let us know in the comments below. Was this your favorite Foo Fighters record?
Or do you skip it like the rest of the sane people?
Or is it like really the one you only really listen to when you want to listen to the Foo Fighters?
Let us know in the comments below. Be safe. Make good decisions.